Along the southern shore of Ford Island, where Battleship Row once existed, the USS Arizona Memorial now stretches across the sunken hull of the USS Arizona. It stands as a silent reminder of all the members of the armed forces who lost their lives in the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, and to those who sacrificed over the ensuing war years to bring peace to the world. Architect Alfred Price designed this 184-foot-long structure to span the midsection of the submerged remains of the battleship. His expressive design communicates deep meaning to the attack on Pearl Harbor and the events that followed. Wherein the structure sags in the center, but stands strong and vigorous at the ends, expresses initial defeat and ultimate victory. Throughout World War II, naval ships entering or leaving Pearl Harbor would render honors, have all hands stand by the rail at attention when passing the sunken Arizona. The first memorial was established by the U.S. Navy in 1950 by placing a flagstaff and commemorative plaque over the sunken battleship. Later, two monuments were placed on Ford Island, near the spot where the Arizona was moored. One of these was a traditional Hawaiian stone marker, a 10-foot-high basalt rock. The other, a smaller white concrete marker. This progression of monuments culminated in the dedication of the current USS Arizona Memorial in 1962. And today, over 1.5 million people visit the site each year. Since 1980, the memorial has been managed by the National Park Service in cooperation with the U.S. Navy. Thousands of visitors each day from around the world are welcomed to the site and shown a short orientation video on the history and significance of this sacred ground. Next, an 8-minute ride on a Navy launch delivers visitors to the USS Arizona Memorial. This serene and peaceful setting gives visitors a personal perspective of the loss of the Arizona and its crew. At the far end of this memorial is the impressive Wall of Honor, a shrine with the names of the 1,177 officers, sailors, and Marines who died aboard the Arizona that day. Carved into a wall of white Vermont marble. The memorial is a place of quiet contemplation and reflection. It is a place to honor the dead, to learn of history, to gain understanding. The memorial provides glimpses into the sunken remains of the battleship, which serves as a tomb for over 900 of the Arizona's crew who still lie beneath Pearl Harbor's murky waters. Out of respect for these men, no one is allowed to intrude into their final resting place. We are left to watch from afar as this sacred ground slowly succumbs to the forces of time and the sea. It is said that the Arizona still sheds tears for those who went down on her decks. These tears can be seen as tiny droplets of oil ascending from the buried wreckage and creating rainbow-like patterns of color when they reach the surface of the water. On occasion, the Arizona still welcomes home a crew member. When a USS Arizona survivor passes away, if it were his desire, his cremated remains will be placed inside the sunken ship. A formal joint National Park Service and Navy interment ceremony is held. The remains are taken to the memorial by military escort. Where they are handed to a team of National Park Service divers for transfer to the Arizona. They are taken underwater to the wall of gun turret number 4 and placed within the hull of the Arizona to lie in peace with old shipmates. As a national memorial, it has multiple missions. In addition to being a place where a nation mourns, this memorial provides learning opportunities for generations of visitors. The USS Arizona Memorial Museum plays a major role in this educational effort. This museum presents interpretive exhibits, along with historic photographs, paintings, and videos to relate the sequence of events leading up to, during, and after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Memories of these events are kept alive through personal accounts of Pearl Harbor survivors and their families. Hundreds of classrooms from schools throughout Hawaii take advantage of these learning opportunities each year. At the memorial, they are given individualized attention and personal escorts to enable them to experience history and gain a more complete appreciation and understanding of their American heritage. The memorial is constantly evolving. As evidenced by the dedication of the Circle of Remembrance in 1991. Located on the grounds of the USS Arizona Memorial Visitors Center, the Circle of Remembrance and wayside exhibits along the edge of the harbor help tell the story of the Pearl Harbor attack. The Circle of Remembrance provides individual memorials for ships and their crews who were lost that day. The 432 men who went down on the USS Oklahoma. The 106 men who died on the USS West Virginia. And so many more, both military and civilian. The USS Arizona Memorial is a special place of remembrance and commemoration. Today, Americans, Japanese, and people from around the world meet here in peace to remember a day of war. It changed both nations and the world forever. There is no single meaning for those who visit here. It is a very personal experience. The memorial was designed to encourage quiet contemplation and to allow us to honor and mourn all those whose lives were lost on December 7th, 1941.